That's the sound of a Baja Blast opening to celebrate the new episode of Grease and Oil!
Yay! My fog machine funnel just fell on the ground. Whee!
That's what we heard in the background. Hi, everybody. Welcome back.
Welcome, everybody, to the Grease and Oil podcast, a podcast which is so professional that I am actually cleaning up a set right now because we got stuff to do, and this is the only oppery that we can record.
Yeah, he's on his phone. He's on his phone right now.
I'm on my phone right now recording this like a real do-gooder in society.
Professional. Before we start off, I want to start this episode off with a little bit of a rant.
Today I'd like to talk to you about Jesus. Do you have a moment?
Not a rant, but like a tangent.
I could so see you as a Jehovah's Witness.
Can I talk to you about our Lord and Savior, Baja Blast?
Can I talk to you about our Lord and Savior, the Minions?
Oh my god. Anyways, I want to start this episode off with a little bit of a rant. And before I start, I want to start off by saying Subway is my favorite fast food restaurant. That said, I've been having issues with Subway lately. So your boy went into Subway a while ago. And I was getting, my traditional sandwich, my foot-long meatball marinara, because, I love eating just a foot's worth of balls just in my mouth, just chewing them, just...
Balls, and you can't forget the cylindrical object with buns.
And the sauce to go in every... Oh, anyways, I just made a really gross face, because you could see that, podcast listeners.
That's the point of a podcast, to watch a pod. That always bugs me when people record a podcast and they have a table and they're filming it.
Or when they post.
It's I want to watch you talk for an hour and a half. It's like, you can have a talk show, or you can have a podcast. You can't have both.
You right. Anyways, so I went to Subway and I got a meatball marinara, and so I'm like, I walk in and I'm like, hey, can I get a foot-long meatball marinara on foot-long meatball marinara on fucking Italian herbs and cheese bread? And then they pull out the Italian herbs and cheese bread and they're like, wait, what sandwich did you want again? And I'm like, meatball marinara. And they're like, okay, what kind of cheese? Pepper jack. And then they're like, did you say cheddar? No, pepper jack, man. Pepper jack. I want some pepper jack. So the guy gets some pepper jack. He's like, do you want this toasted? Like, no, I want to eat my fucking meatball marinara cold. Yes, I want it toasted. Who in the name of God doesn't get a meatball marinara? If you listen to this podcast and you don't get a meatball marinara toasted, I want you to stop listening to this podcast right now.
Then what is wrong with you? Stop whatever you're doing. Go to your nearest Walmart, Kmart, Toys R Us, I don't care, and get yourself a meatball marinara.
And make sure it's toasted. Anyway.
Yeah, Rob isn't here on this episode, so rip.
Rip Rob.
I cut him off so much on the last episode for a reason, by the way. It was a joke.
Ooh.
I'm not actually that much of a dick. I'm not that much of a dick. I'm that much of a pussy. See, there's a difference.
You gonna @ turtles on that one?
Yeah, Titties and Thomas, 1406.
Anyways, so the guy finishes and he's like, so what vegetables would you like? I'm like, a pinch of lettuce. Just like a small pinch. And so the guy reaches both of his hands.
Let me pinch your lettuce.
So the guy reaches both of his hands into the lettuce thing and dumps this giant amount of lettuce. I'm like, is that what a pinch is to you? And he's like, so what do you want next? I'm like, tomatoes. And he pulls out these tomatoes that look like they're 2 weeks old, and he puts them on. I'm like, ugh. And then I'm like, okay, so now I want a lot of onions, because I love onions. So he's like, I want a lot of onions. So this guy, he takes 3 onions and puts them on. I'm like, that is a pinch. That's how much lettuce I wanted. And I'm like, more please. And he puts 3 more onions on. I'm like, fucking whatever. And I'm like, okay, so can I get some honey mustard? And he starts putting regular mustard on. I'm like, honey
You're not making this up? This is legit?
I am 100% serious about this. Oh, also,
this is fucking ridiculous.
Don't you love it when you try and go to Subway and get a meatball marinara and they are out of meatballs, so you have to wait 20 minutes for them to heat up some more?
Yeah. I've only been to Subway twice and it sucked both times.
By the way, I just wanted to say this episode, in case you didn't notice by now, this episode was not sponsored by Subway.
Yeah, because you're giving them some great prompts right now.
Yep.
Subway, eat
a pinch of lettuce.
It's like you could eat old could be the slogan for either Subway or a retirement village.
Oh, come on now, man. I wanted to finish off that disclaimer by adding that Subway.
Ye old prostitute house.
Okay. So, Subway is my favorite fast food restaurant, by the way. Anyways. Okay, so now that that's done, we're going to get on to the actual thing that we're supposed to be talking about in this episode, 5 minutes in.
All right, that was a great opening monologue
that was a great tangent.
from our resident comedian who is fucking awful like this podcast. And today we are going to be discussing what we didn't really get to last episode.
Although really, what we discussed last time was even better, which was Robert ranting about social justice.
But what we will be looking at are two trailers that are not at all new, especially by the time the podcast comes out. This is not at all new.
By the way, this is the most recent podcast recording we've done yet.
Yeah, we had a stockade of 5 or 6 episodes. Why did I say eps? 5 or 6 episodes, and then we never really got back to recording another one. So this is a fresh recording. It's not. This is the first episode that wasn't like fucking recorded in March.
My Baja Blast can has like a tumor on the bottom of it.
You have a tumor on the bottom of it.
Hey man, it's called hemorrhoids, okay? And it's a serious condition, and it affects fucking I don't know how many Americans.
Okay, so today we are going to be discussing the Great Race trailer that we briefly spoke about last episode.
Very briefly.
And we will also be discussing the totally canon, totally Mattel-approved Shed 17 2 trailer.
And for now, to avoid confusion, I'm just calling it Night of the Living Shed.
Okay, I kind of like Shed 18.
Okay,
but
hey
that's
man.
Okay.
Hey, do you think we could get Paul's vids on the podcast? That'd be great.
That's what I want to get Paul's vids, the creator. For those of you who don't know, the creator of Shed.
Really
17.
quick, let's just sum up our thoughts on Shed 17. I thought
it was fantastic, really well done and clever.
For those of you who don't know, in my reaction video, I overreacted because I was trying to do a parody. Apparently didn't turn out because people thought I was being serious. But I liked it too. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was weird. I thought it was super surreal. And I'm very excited to see
I thought it was very well made. Especially with like the sequences with the little Thomas kid who was holding the video recorder. That was really fucking good.
The jump scare where the train hits him actually scared me.
I could see that coming from a mile away.
I know. I could have seen it coming.
I did not see the flying kipper crash coming.
Oh, yeah, you're right. By the way, I've started saying you right all the time, so it's like my...
I noticed that, and it's getting a little annoying, but, we'll carry on.
Anyways, let's first of all...
Now with the tensions higher than Matt, let's get started.
I am drinking Mountain Dew. Before we get to Night of the Living Shed, let's start...
Before we get to discussing 9/11...
Didn't say
and
that.
how was all a conspiracy.
On the morning of September 11th, 2001, our fair President George W. Bush planted thermite within the World Trade Center. Okay, anyways, let's go. Let's start talking about the Great Race trailer.
For the land of the free.
And the home
of the gay. What?
This Great Race trailer, 8 minutes in, almost 9
minutes. All right,
this
is the great. Okay, so we're going to be.
I wanted to offer up a correction really quick. In the first couple of episodes, we were constantly bitching about how Nathan didn't have our intro music done yet. Turns out Nathan didn't have our intro music done yet.
Yeah, that is also something I noticed when listening. Nathan, and that's totally fine. Nathan didn't get around to it. He's a busy man. He's got TCC and shit. It's
what
good.
What a nerd. He's busy with real life and other stuff, not a dumb podcast. Whatever. So we went with Birdland instead. It's a good song.
Yeah, it's good. Look up the full Birdland. Who made it again?
The Weather Report.
Yes, right. Okay. So we are not going to be. Okay, we shouldn't be doing like a watching part, but we should just go shot by shot.
Okay. So we've both already seen the trailer, so we're not going to do.
Yes, we both already seen. This is not an initial reaction. This is a shot by shot thing that people do. Shot by shot review. I guess it's a review.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
Anyways, we open up with a shot of Duck and Big Mickey at the docks, and it's beautiful and amazing and super pretty.
And it's really great because I think Duck is actually properly sized now. Like they made him a tiny bit smaller, and then all they need to do now is make Oliver like 5 times bigger, and they'll be good.
And then we have the next shot. We have Thomas and Salty looking at a bridge, and Thomas goes, "Wow!" And then freaking a million engines rush in. And that shot was kind of...
You are going so fucking fast. Jesus Christ, man.
Would you like to analyze the shot of...
I would like to analyze every shot, so here we go.
I'd like to analyze your shot.
I'd like to analyze your shot.
Anyways, I don't like that the narration says new
I'd
engines.
like to analyze your shit. Anyhow.
Welcome back to the grease and anal sex. Anyways,
Anal grease and oil.
oh, why? Anyways, so I don't like that the narration says new engines come to town. Sodor's not a frickin' town.
That's the thing that always bugs me is the mayor of Sodor was. How do you have it? That's like saying the mayor of England. That doesn't exist.
I'm the mayor of England. The mayor of England is me.
Is Eric wishes he was the mayor of England.
Eric is actually my dad.
Eric is like a British weeaboo almost.
Ted
if
was
you know
a
what I
British
mean.
weeaboo. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right. So after Thomas says "wow" like that meme, the thing that bothers me here is that all these engines like charge off the boat like they're freaking. Like they've been just like puffing like across like the main line or something. How would the engines be going that quickly, that closely together, right after coming off of? How big is that boat? How big is that?
I will go back and look. Looks pretty freaking big.
But they're going so fast.
Yeah, I know. Also,
all right, so then we have
I also don't like that they're all the same gauge. Can I just say that too?
Well, I mean, they wouldn't be able to have like a narrow gauge race. Like that'd be really weird.
Coming 2017, the narrow gauge race, an extremely lame special of just like Scarlovi and Rheneas just like being old and just like puffing along, just being super old.
It's just an hour and a half footage of the Tally-Clyn Railway with faces superimposed. Just
I'll beat you.
Station. We're still leaving the station. We're still leaving the station. Hey, look, everyone, we're still leaving the station. We left the refreshment lady behind. Let's
go back and get her.
Oh, and now we're leaving the station. And we're still leaving the station.
Okay. All right. So
and we're still leaving the station.
And then we get a montage of the engines.
We're still leaving the station.
My God. We then get a montage.
We're still leaving the station.
We get a montage of Vinnie saying we're still leaving the station over and over again.
Did I mention we're leaving the station?
Yes. You did. Actually, no, not enough. Could you say it one more time? What are we doing? We're
leaving the station.
Oh, okay, great. So we had a montage of the engines doing shit. I don't really know.
Here we go, leaving the station.
But yeah, well, it looks like a couple of the engines are leaving a station. There's a shot, especially.
I'm gonna leave your station.
I want to enter your station, baby.
Oh, hello.
Hashtag Thomas pickup lines. Tweet us some hashtag Thomas pickup lines, guys. And there's a shot in particular where the Logan lookalike, I forgot what his name is.
I'm still leaving the station.
I forgot what his name is, and he looks like he's about to run over a worker who's just like standing underground.
I bet he was standing in a station as he was leaving it.
Welcome, station.
Welcome, station. Oh no, actually, goodbye, station.
Goodbye, station.
Because we're leaving it.
And then I just saw a shot of Vinnie with his horrifying freaking face, hockey mask, and his face.
I do like how he has like little smudges underneath, like an actual steam engine would. If it had a face, it wouldn't be just all clean. If it had fucking bars on its face.
Can you imagine how horrifying that would be to see a steam engine with an actual face, just like bird shit and like bugs just stained all over his face?
I mean, like if Gordon was real, he would have all this crap on his face.
Can you imagine how many bugs those engines must swallow every day?
What if he was passing by and some dude had like threw a drink out of his window? He's got like fucking In-N-Out Burger milkshake dried from the sun.
Oh, I can personally tell you that In-N-Out Burger is so fucking disgusting.
That's why we left the station.
Okay. Our next important shot is a shot of Asma talking to Thomas and Salty. And I do like that she's kind of brown. Her face is kind of brownish to show.
Oh, he likes brown girls. All right, here we go. I get your preferences here, buddy. I'll hook you up. I'll hook you up. We've got some sweet Indians here in good old Cali. You know what I'm saying?
6%.
We're still leaving the station.
Oh God, this is gonna become.
Can we just title the episode "We're Leaving the Station"? Can we please just title the episode "We're Leaving the Station"?
Fine.
Yes.
I'll write it down.
Thank you, Daddy.
Watch me forget to title it this and title it something totally different.
Okay, well, fine. I'll be sure to remind you by saying that every 30 seconds.
Okay,
on the
please
on the
don't.
second.
I just wrote it down so I don't forget.
All right, just make sure that we're leaving the station. Are we leaving the station?
Yes, we're leaving the station.
Yay! You said it.
And in another shot, we see here Thomas is covered in green, yellow, and white cum. And he's looking at a sign that's very obviously...
He's covered in Mike Wazowski's cum.
Oh, ew, man. Come on. Come on, man. Gross. This is some nice quality.
If I didn't have you.
This is some great podcast listening.
This is a great race.
Look at the cum on that engine.
We're leaving the station. Look at the cum on that engine.
We are
the podcast.
We are total Nimrods.
Look at the grease and oil on that podcast. Wow.
We are two freaking complete Nimrods. All right. Anyways, we then see.
Who the fuck says Nimrod?
I do.
What is it? What is a Nimrod? Is
okay,
it like
I actually
like the Secret of Nim. Is that like if you put a DVD copy of the Secret of Nim on like a stick, it's like a Nimrod?
I actually looked this up the other day because I was curious. Nimrod was a king in the Bible, and he's like a great hunter. And if you call someone Nimrod, it's sarcasm. You're sarcastically comparing them to him.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought it was like an acronym, like snafu or foobar, but apparently it's not.
Nimrod. Necromancers ingest man.
Necromancer.
Man rectums.
Only. It's like you're giving a
only daily.
It's like you're giving a choice to them. Necromancers ingest my rectum or dick. Like you're giving them a choice. It's your guys'
Welcome
choice.
back to the Nimrod podcast, but we're still leaving the station.
The Nimrodcast.
Nimrodcast.
Nimrobcast.
This is the lamest podcast episode.
Yeah, this is a bad one. They're
this
gonna
is
want to
pretty
skip
fucking
this
terrible.
This is a terrible. We're doing some.
You still want to release this?
We
or
are
should we just
doing
start
some
over?
terrible bits in this episode.
And we're still leaving the station.
God damn it. Well, we see a shot of Thomas next and imagining himself streamlined, and he actually does appear to be leaving a station.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that is hard.
You know what I should do?
I'm not going to lie to you.
You know what I should do for this episode for the art? I'm not sure. I might forget to do this because it's a lot of work, but I might change the art. So instead of us being in front of the Diesel Works, we're in front of like Napbridge Station or something.
And we're leaving?
Yeah.
Tallyclin Railway, come around and leave the station.
I'll change it. So I'll change the art so that we're doing that. Cool.
So we're on the Tallyclin. Dude, we should totally meet up and go to the Tallyclin Railway and just fuck around the entire time. Hey, Scarlo, you dick!
Because that's not expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then a bunch of shit happens that I really don't care about in the trailer. And then Thomas knocks over a bunch of shit and gets paint on him.
That's pretty hot, I'm not gonna lie.
And then Vinnie goes backwards for some fucking reason.
Dude, I always go backwards, you know what I mean?
Oh, do you? Really? Do you like it in the back, dude?
You would know.
Shut up. We aren't supposed to talk about what we did in our meetup. And then a whole bunch of other shit happens, like Spencer...
meet up, fuck up, same thing.
Like Spencer races by and the Flying Scotsman makes an O-face.
I think Spencer gets repainted into some, like, more silvery coat or something. I think.
This is more silvery the better. Then the Flying Scotsman makes like an O-face or something like that, and then I really don't give a shit. And somehow, there's a shot where Winston is going faster than Donald, Douglas, Steven, and Duck.
I'm interested to see what that little teeny subplot that will probably only have one scene of payoff in, but it's still gonna be like, why are Donald, Douglas, Duck, Steven...
I know, what a random assortment of characters.
Yeah, no, I mean, okay, Donald, Douglas, and Duck, that makes sense, but, like, Steven and Winston, and I'm interested, because they're all good characters. I want to see what... I want to see Steven and Duck play off each other. I don't think they've ever been in the same, room or whatever together. The same station as they left.
I must admit, some of these camera angles are really good.
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
like the camera.
I'm not. You're the one who's roasting this trailer. I think it looks awesome. Even the lame. Even the kind of lame musical part. I'm into that.
I've got some reservations. Like, there's a scene where what's the name of the fucking box engine with the box face? The electric. I don't know what the fuck his name is. And he rushes.
The one that Mr. Twillman made.
Yeah, the one that's silver on the top and blue on the bottom.
Good old Twilly time.
Twilly time. Welcome back to
no, he should come on he should come on the cast, and we'll just call it Twilly time.
Good. So anyways, the shot where the blue and silver guy races by his top hat and his hat blows off, that looks super like train simulator there, and not in a good way. It looks
Why would that ever be a compliment?
I mean, wasn't like Shed 17
Dude, that shot looks so realistic. It's like you used Train Simulator.
Wasn't Shed 17 made
2004?
Hey, first of all, Eric's gonna get mad at you for dissing Train Simulator, and second of all, actually,
no, because Railworks is a billion times better.
See, that was Railworks me that dissed Train Simulator. He'll get mad at me. Anyways, wasn't Shed 17 made in Train Simulator?
No, God, no. That's like fucking Maya or something.
Who the fuck mentioned Train Simulator? Whoever it is should be shot and then unshot and given a bag of money. And then we get a shot of Thomas's wheels spinning, thrilling. And then he talks, and then Spencer runs over the camera, and the cameraman goes upside down for some. We get a nice shot of all the big engine's asses. Loving it.
Tasty.
By the way, if you're not watching this with us, if you're not watching the trailer along with this, you'll probably get kind of confused. Oh yeah, and then we get the really freaking dumb musical scene.
If anyone's listening to this podcast who doesn't know, we should explain. You see, there's this show called Thomas and Friends. And basically
we're a bunch of overgrown man-children who pay way too much attention to it.
There's a bunch of innocent children strapped into steam-powered death machines and forced around by an obese communist leader.
The chubby boss man.
Yes, a chubby boss man, if you will. And I mean, you know, you gotta always cater to that 1% of people who don't know what the hell Thomas the Tank Engine is, as they're listening to a podcast
about Thomas the Tank Engine.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
Anyways, we then get a really dumb musical sequence at the diesel work.
It doesn't look that dumb.
Where Den and Dart and a freaking elephant are under some boxes for some fucking reason.
Keith Wickham and the writers know how to be funny. I think it's gonna be funny.
All right, well, I hope it's funny, because then Paxton makes a funny joke, and then we get another shot where...
At least they're self-aware.
Okay, tell me here. Okay, so tell me that freaking electric engine. Tell me his face doesn't look super, like, fake and photoshopped onto his body.
Fake and gay.
Yeah. Well, tell me it doesn't look fake and gay, and then also fake and photoshopped onto his body.
It doesn't look fake and gay, and also photoshopped onto his body.
I hate you. So also, we appear to get confirmation that Streamline Gordon is not just going to be in a dream, which upsets me greatly.
I mean, Streamline Gordon, it's not like they're changing his basis. They're putting on like a fucking cow catcher, and it's like, oh, I'm a different engine now.
I don't care. I still hate it.
It's not like he's getting a fucking overhaul. It's just like they put a bunch of metal plates on him.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting two tenders and smoke deflectors. I mean, that'd just be too unrealistic. At Turtles and Thomas, at Matt Twillman.
At Titties and Thomas 1406.
At Twilly Time. They're not going to be happy about this podcast.
Dude, Twilly Time.
They're not going to be happy about this.
Dude, he would be a fantastic host of a Saturday morning kids show. Hey everybody, welcome back to Twilly Time. I'm a Nazi dancing to disco music in a KKK outfit conceptual.
Also in a banana suit, because there's that one thing.
In a fucking banana outfit. And if you don't follow me on Twitter, you have no idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Just a sec. I'm going to move the mic closer to myself so I can get more up close and personal with you listeners. How are you guys doing?
You just have Oh, Jesus!
What the fuck did you do?
I dropped the Soto engine wash.
I love it when I'm in a Skype call with somebody and there's just a crash in the background and they shout "fuck" or something like that, and I have to figure out what they broke.
Fuck or something like that.
Yeah, there you go. And then Vinnie breaks through something like a flatbed or something like that.
And then Vinnie flipped over.
And then the engines are all lined up at like fucking Ulfstead Station or Castle or whatever. And then there's a crowd shot, and right behind Stop and Hat, there's a black dude, which is
unnerving because I hate all people that aren't white.
I mean, that was the views of Vinnie Smith do not in any way represent the views of me or of this podcast. I don't care. I have to make it. I have to make it again. Our lawyers are making me make this joke.
We have lawyers?
Oh, well, of course not.
You totally didn't hire them because you were terrified of me, right?
Why would I do that? Please send help. I need a new podcast host who's not psychotic. Please send help.
Please send to 123 help straight.
Yeah, 123 help. Find my internet help page at internet.com/help.
At internet.com/Reddit.
And then at the end of the trailer, Thomas jumps over a bridge. And yeah, I'm not even gonna comment on how fucking dumb that is because we already did last episode.
We did. We went over that.
And it's just stupid, and it defies the laws of everything ever. So I'm not even gonna.
It defies Audrey, and Thomas has never defied Audrey ever.
Rule 50. I don't know. That's not Rule 55.
Rule 34.
And then so we get the end scene, and it says 13 new international engines. 4
it's 12, you dick.
It says 13 at the end of the trailer, boy.
There are 12. The Flying Scotsman is not a new international engine. He's from fucking Britain.
Yeah, that. And then it says 4 new sing-along songs. And then at the bottom it says not rated.
Unrated.
Unrated edition. Oh, man.
I'm full of surprises, you fucking piece of shit.
Yep.
It's a Diesel song he sings. Yeah.
Man, this is some good Baja Blast. Anyways, I also can't help but notice
and
it says...
And the train is still leaving the station.
I can't help but notice it says Copyright 2016 Universal Studios. So, this is... Thomas is owned by Universal Studios, apparently. Can Thomas...
No. Do you remember, like, 5 years ago how Lionsgate used to distribute the movies?
Yeah.
Now it's just Universal. Universal owns the rights to distribute the films after Tale of the Brave, I believe.
Have you heard that Universal's like trying to build their own cinematic universe of monster movies like Frankenstein, Dracula, The Mummy?
I have not. That is interesting.
What if they try and put Thomas in that? Because they own the rights.
Like that
Frankenstein, the zombies.
Like that Skyrim mod.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
So it'd be like Dracula, The Mummy, Frankenstein, Thomas, all teaming up to conquer the world.
Night of the Living Shed.
Hey, nice segue, my man. Because we're done with.
All right.
We're done with the Great Race trailer.
We have finished the.
Time to dislike
this.
Time to dislike this trailer. Yeah, I hate it. Just kidding. I'm not gonna dislike the trailer.
Damn it!
I'm gonna reserve the judgment.
Fuck.
Hold on a second. I'm searching through the comments.
Fuck.
What'd you do?
Son of a fucking bitch.
I'm looking through the comments.
Fuck my titties. God fucking damn it.
I'm looking through the comments of this video to see if
my big hairy black cock. God damn it.
To see if RyanTron12 commented.
Son of a bitch.
Is Ryan?
Shit.
What are you doing?
Oh God.
Boy, what did you do?
I just did something really bad that does not at all imply this got me sick.
Tell me, boy.
Okay. That was really bad. I'm gonna get in a lot of trouble later. Anyways, let's talk about Shed 18. Woo.
Hold on. There's a weird... Okay, I don't even... So, unfortunately, I'm looking through the comments here, and unfortunately, RyanTron12 did not comment below this video.
RyanTron is bae.
RyanTron12, if you're listening to this podcast, please leave a comment on the Great Race trailer. The link's in the description, and say the Grease and Oil sent you.
Yeah.
Please do that, RyanTron12. We love you because of your username.
Dude,
I like how you've never even talked to him.
He should just change his username to I Love Men 55.
Hey man, don't spoil my next freaking name change, all right?
First it was Mr. MPS 2002, then it was just Mr. MPS. Now it's I Love Men 55. Are you following after Terrier 55 or Terrier Stepney or whatever the fuck his name is?
No.
Makes some great videos.
I just love men who are 55.
I love men who were born before 1955. Is that so bad?
I love John Goodman. Was John Goodman born? But I don't know. Time to Google.
Let's look up
John Goodman was born. John Goodman was born in 1952. Aw, yee.
Oh yeah, dude, he's all yours, buddy boy. Have fun.
John Goodman, my man.
Dude, they don't call him John Goodman for nothing. He's good with men, if you know what I mean.
Guys, watch 10 Cloverfield Lane if you haven't already. John Goodman was super good in that movie. Anyways, enough whoring out for 10 Cloverfield Lane, which I only whored out for like 5 seconds. Let's talk about Night of the Living Shed.
Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things. And Matt.
Are you done?
I'm never done.
Good. Alright, so let's talk very early teaser for Shed 17 sequel. I'll put the link in the description.
In the description.
Guys, it's 60...
God fucking...
What did you do?
My tripod fell over on my toe.
Only on your toe, not on the rest of your foot.
No, it just fell on my dick. Sorry about that. Jesus. It hurts when it's hard. I'm sorry.
On your toe or your dick?
Same thing.
No, they're not.
I've got 5 dicks on each foot.
PSA, if your toe and your dick are the same thing, please get medical help.
Alright, well, I guess we're going to have to end this podcast. I'm going off to Kaiser Permanente.
You do that. Very early teaser for Shed 17 sequel, aka Night of the Living Shed. So it's the first couple minutes, is just like, or first couple seconds, first couple minutes. The thing's only a minute long, fuck's sake. Okay.
You've made that mistake before, I
Shut
think.
up. First couple seconds is a black screen, and then we open up.
We know we don't like it if it's black. Here on the Grease and Oil podcast, we hate all things black.
Yup. Speaking of that, don't vote for Mountain Dew Pitch Black. What's that? What are you doing?
What's Mountain Blue? Mountain Blue Ditch Black.
It's competing against Baja Blast, and you should vote for Baja Blast. What are you doing in the background? It sounds like you're just snorting a line of coke.
Alright, Ringo Starr and Duck Takes Charge.
God dang it. Alright, so anyways, we then open in a wrestling or something like that ring, and...
Shut up! No, stop. Okay, go away. Yeah.
Who was that?
My slave.
AKA...
He's dragging out the bodies incorrectly. You don't want to have the head first. You gotta hold him by the dick.
What is your obsession with peni? What?
That's not the pluralization, you penises.
Yes, it is.
Peni.
I don't care. I say peni.
Big old black bag of... Okay.
Anyways, we then open up on the traditional, Shed 17 people that we've become accustomed to, the horrifying wooden ones. All of whom appear to be J. Jonah Jameson doppelgangers.
Seriously, it looks like it. all they want is a picture of Spider-Man.
Bring me pictures of Spider-Man. That was a horrible J. Jonah Jameson. This is Spider-Man. And then we open up on 2 very, very horrifying news anchors with horrible stubble. They really need to get that fixed.
You really need to get fixed.
I need to get my...
It's been too long. Your balls are not necessary. I think we all know that.
I'm done. There's a guy... The guy on the left's hair is just kind of sticking up. Like on the right side of his... Or the left side of his head, depending on what side you look at it from. And it's just kind of like sticking up. And I don't know why, but it looks really weird. It looks like he's just got a dick poking out of his head. I'm just gonna assume you're smashing someone's head in the back and carry on.
Why would you not?
And then there's an Asian guy, either an Asian guy or a guy with his eyes closed. I'm just gonna assume it's an Asian guy, because I want more representation in my Thomas and Friends horror movies. And then we get a really close-up shot of Duck that actually scared me the first time I saw it because of just how sudden it was. And then we got
that one shot in Pop Goes the Diesel where he's like, "Ha ha ha," chuckled Duck. That face, it used to fucking terrify me.
And then we get a close-up shot of Oliver with his big-ass nose.
With his big ass.
I mean, he does have a really big nose, though. Tell me Oliver does not have a big nose. Don't actually, because you'd be lying.
Oliver does not have a big nose.
Because you'd be lying if you said he didn't have a big nose.
Oliver doesn't have a big nose.
You liar. You're lying to yourself and to all these...
Traitor!
A trader and oil podcast. And then... and then Duck... That was the fakest laugh I've ever heard in my entire life. And then Duck opens up, and he has boxing gloves for some fucking reason. Apparently, these engines are no longer mechanical. Apparently, they, or they're no longer biological. They are all mechanical. Which is, I don't know. I've come to expect nothing less from Shed 17. Engine with boxing gloves? Sure. Why not?
Yeah, it's the next Thomas Minis.
Boxing glove Duck and boxing glove Oliver? I would for sure buy that.
Dude, they don't even have a regular Duck or a regular Oliver.
Why not?
They've got like Bill and Ben and fucking like Skarloey, and that's the extent of their cool characters.
Can I say that Oliver has really, really ugly patterns on his boxing gloves?
Oliver has really, really ugly patterns on his boxing gloves.
I said, can I say it?
Well, no, you can't. Only I can.
Boy. And then
Girl.
And then we get some quick cuts.
Eric. And everything in between.
Damn. And then Duck, and then they punch themselves in the face before running at each other. And then they punch each other in the face, and then everything explodes apparently. And then
this guy knows how to make a kick-ass trailer. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. And then we get a picture of a Project G1, or is that a G or a 6? I can't tell. You get a picture of a shed and it says Project G1 or Project 61. And that's how you make a trailer, ladies and gentlemen.
Congratulations!
Yay for Shed 17. Somebody in the comments says, first they're bioengineers machines, now they're transformers. What's next? Terminators?
Dude, yes!
I would be down.
Seriously, Sir Topham Hatt sent back in time? That'd be great.
Dude, I'd be so down. Hey, yo, Paul...
That would have been a much better way to do The Adventure Begins, and they just travel back in time.
Paul's vids. You better make this. Hop on it. I want to really quick go over to Twitter. Somebody tweeted a meme at us, hashtag GAOP. Use that hashtag if you want to tweet fun stuff at us, and we might read it on the podcast. Anyways,
I looked at that hashtag like a week ago, and there was just a bunch of porn.
Good. That's why I use the podcast or fucking whatever it is. Hashtag
the porncast.
That was some good Valhalla Blast. Anyways, this tweet comes from Logan at Cool for Porters, and it's about us talking about the DC minis. Did you see this one?
Oh, the guy who, like, hates the TCC?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Okay, so it says there's a picture of the thumbnail of the first episode, and it says, the DC minis look kind of cool. And then 1 week later, and it's the thumbnail for episode 2, the Thomas minis are a stupid idea. And then it's the Captain Picard facepalming. Nice.
I saw it.
It's pretty lit. I'm looking through the GAOP hashtag more because I'm curious.
I swear to God there was porn on there.
And it's for some reason Marco Rubio.
Oh, the more the better with him.
I'm not gonna...
Wait, can we discuss politics on this podcast?
I'd rather not.
Okay, so basically Ted Cruz dropped out and Marco Rubio isn't there anymore. And so literally we just have Donald Trump because even Kasich left and we're literally fucked. The Republicans are usually fucked in the elections, but now, holy fucking
we
shit.
We can't even frickin' make any more gosh darn Zodiac killer jokes because Ted Cruz is gone.
Well, I mean, I'm sure Donald Trump could be a Zodiac killer if he tried.
No, he couldn't.
He could try.
You could try.
I could try, but then I'd be putting effort into a podcast, and we can't do that.
We can't do that one.
Exactly.
All right. Well, is there anything else that you would like to talk about?
Okay, we have to talk for at least 15 minutes more, because that's the average length of our podcast episodes.
Or we could not.
Or we could, because we have to. So, How's your sex life?
We have to. No, we don't. Are you on drugs? I'll go check the length of our shortest episode.
What do you think of, dude? This is the highest I've ever been. Of course, I'm on drugs.
Okay,
have you noticed my strange tendencies this entire time?
Boy, our shortest episode was 43 minutes and 25 seconds. So
okay, how long is this episode? Then?
I'm checking right now, and we're at 40 minutes. So we got to talk for 3.
No, that's the podcast. I mean, that's the Skype call.
No, I'm checking my recording monitor.
Oh, okay.
So we need to keep talking for like 3 more minutes.
All right. So, hey, is anyone, because this is totally a live show, anyone who's listening, you want to tweet us with something that we should talk about?
Oh, hey, I just got a tweet from
from Men Are Cool 55.
Whoa, hey man, stop taking my username. And he says, what's your favorite sex toy? So I'll let Vinny answer this one.
I would say my favorite sex toy is the Patrick Star Thomas and Friends Mini.
God, this is such a horrible bit. Why do we do such horrible bits? They're so bad.
Your bits are pretty horrible.
All of our bits are horrible, and we're still leaving the station.
I was gonna say that, but I'm not. All right, so let's spend the next 2 minutes plugging everything.
Yeah, we'll just very slowly plug everything. Follow.
Right, so Matt, you do your plugs first.
Follow me on Twitter at Mr. MPS 2002. Subscribe to me on YouTube, Mr. MPS.
Subscribe to me YouTube channel. Subscribe, bitch.
Follow me on Instagram, Mad Frog Productions.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody just tweeted at me. Somebody was telling me that I take Mountain Dew too seriously. It's George and Dylan's. George and Dylan are telling me that I take Mountain Dew too seriously. Boy, let me tell you something about that. Let me tell you the truth about Baja Blast. Baja Blast is okay. It's not great. It's not bad. It's just okay. I drank it like once in a video, and now all of a sudden it's like my thing, and I can't stop drinking it because people are gonna be like, "Oh, where's your Baja Blast, MBS?" And that's exactly
what the average Thomas and Friends viewer.
That's exactly what they're gonna comment too. I don't know how they're gonna type out the.
Also, can we just establish that there is no Thomas Wooden Railway community? That's not a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Just because you have a wiki doesn't mean it's a thing. JJ the Jet Plane has a wiki. The JJ the Jet Plane community has a wiki. That's not a fucking thing.
Does the JJ the Jet Plane community actually have a wiki?
Yes, I told you about this like 2 episodes ago, and you said you'd look at it.
We recorded that like freaking 2 months ago, all right?
Actually, it was 3 months ago.
Whatever. Exactly. You're making my point for me.
Exactly. The train's leaving the station.
The train is still leaving the station.
Okay, so the first coach has now embarked from the platform. We have
Are we gonna do
left.
this for the rest of the 2 minutes?
All right, and the piston has moved 1 inch. Now 2 inches.
Train and Oil podcast.
Oh, shit! We ran out of coal. We gotta go back.
Fuck.
Somehow we have to go back, even though we already ran out of.
Oh, excuse me. Since I dissed Subway at the beginning of this episode, I just received a cease and desist letter from Subway. Shit, dude, I can't talk about Subway anymore.
All right, so then you're gonna leave the podcast to me.
So
I promise I'm not high.
We gotta stop the podcast, dude. Plus, it's 43 minutes. I gotta go to court for the cease and desist letter.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening to the Grease Mill Podcast. Follow me at Mad Frog Productions on Instagram and Mr. Conductor Fan on Twitter. Watch my contributions in the Thomas Creator Collective on the official Thomas and Friends YouTube account. This is Grease and Oil. Matt still exists, but he's in court. Thank you for listening. Vinnie Miss Smith out.
Goodbye. The train has left the station.